Ukraine has crossed a dangerous red line by targeting Russia's nuclear power plant in one of the most destructive strikes of this war. But the response came fast and brutal. Within just 24 hours, Russia announced it had eliminated nearly 1,200 Ukrainian soldiers and captured two highly strategic territories that experts believed Moscow would not dare to seize. This sudden advance shocked observers, proving Russia is pushing harder than anyone expected. For Ukraine, the situation is alarming. President Zelensky is urgently appealing to the U.S. and NATO for advanced missile systems, insisting his military is running out of time. Despite Ukraine's drone strike on Russia's nuclear facility, the battlefield momentum has shifted. Russian forces destroyed American-supplied vehicles, overran fortified positions, and are pressing forward with full force. The Kremlin has now given its troops the green light to use weapons and missile systems that were previously restricted, signaling a major escalation. Behind the scenes, Putin has contacted Iran's president, warning that Middle East tensions are about to explode. Intelligence sharing between Moscow and Tehran is at an all-time high, with Israel's recent strikes on Yemen viewed as rehearsals for a larger confrontation with Iran. Russia is making it clear the battlefield in Ukraine is tied to a much wider geopolitical struggle that could engulf the Middle East. Adding to the tension, NATO has released $9 billion of frozen Russian assets to fund Ukraine, and now plans to send $50 billion more in military aid. These funds are being taken directly from Russia's $300 billion reserves frozen in Europe. This move signals that the war is not ending anytime soon, because once frozen assets are spent, they cannot simply be returned. This is proof the conflict is meant to drag on until the very last breath. Meanwhile, Ukraine is struggling with manpower. Russia claims nearly 18 million Ukrainians have been cycled into the conflict, but many of the trained elite forces are already gone. Now, poorly trained recruits are being thrown onto the front lines. Reports even suggest Ukrainian soldiers are searching online for when the war might finally end. Their morale is collapsing, much like the Afghan army's final days in Kabul. On the other side, Russia too has suffered losses, but it continues to gain land, backed by reinforcements from North Korea and stronger ties with allies like Iran, China, and India. This war is no longer just about territory, it's about global resources. Putin wants control over mineral-rich regions, while Trump openly talks about securing natural resources from anywhere, including Myanmar, to challenge China. Both sides know whoever controls resources will dominate the next global order.